Meeting is being recorded.
Hope everyone completed this assignment. Without this assignment, you cannot understand today's session. Okay? Anyone didn't completed the assignment? No, right? All completed.
Sir, can I share my assignment, sir?
Is it same or different? Why? Because as per my Excel sheet, everyone has to do the same. If yours is different, we can see. If it is
Sir.
same, you can skip. Others, hope you got what I am saying. As per the Excel sheet, everyone should create the same 3 data sets, the same fields, right? No more changes in it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is my assignment, sir.
Okay. No. Your data sets also 3 and your fields are the same, right? What is the difference between yours and the just now whatever we have seen?
Okay, sir. Same, sir.
Same itself, right? Then that will be fine.
Okay, sir. This is my appointment, doctor or sir, patient, sir.
Okay.
This
That's
is,
why
sir,
I'm not reviewing everyone's today. Why? Because everyone has to create these three data sets itself with these fields with the given types.
Can stop my share, sir?
Yes. If you completed the assignment, which means that your assignment will match with the one which we have seen now.
Okay, sir.
If there is any deviation, we can see and we can correct it. Is there any deviation with any of yours? No, right? Okay. Then now I'm switching to okay.
Excuse me, sir. In appointments, the doctor's property, what should be the source field in that, sir? Basically,
In appointments,
doctor's relations in that properties.
the source field is your current data set, which means that the appointment is a source field. No. Source field name is the identity of the target field.
It should be the same as the target, sir.
No, the label should be same as the target.
Yeah, that's what. The label should be same.
Yes. That's why your appointment will have one doctor, but one doctor will have many appointments. Why? Because your relation is many to one. Okay, I am moving to the next part. Hope everyone completed the assignment. I'm moving to the next part.
Sir,
Yes, please.
I'm Nagapavan.
Yes,
I am
Pawan.
not attend the evening session
Okay.
in Friday.
Okay.
Assignment అయితే నేను చేయలేదు సార్.
But you received the thing, right?
ఏం సార్?
Did you receive the Excel?
Yes sir.
Can you create the fields now?
Okay sir. I create and send you.
Anyway, before creating the APS, I will show you. I will create the same data sets now.
Okay sir.
At that time, you please follow me and you create on your client. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Is there anyone like Nagapavan?
Sir,
Yes, sir. I'm Banu, sir.
Yes, Banu.
Sir, Friday went to my sister's marriage, sir.
Yeah, I'm asking. Don't give me the reasons.
Okay,
If you
sir.
didn't done the assignment, you please follow me. After 5 minutes, I will show you how to create those data sets and I will create the fields as well. At
Okay,
that
sir.
time,
Thank you,
please
sir.
follow me and complete those
Okay.
the assignment.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
sir, I'm
Okay.
Harita.
Yes.
I'm new to this training session. I've started today itself. So I have to complete from the day one assignments. So I have
Okay.
received mails from HR.
Did you receive the client?
No, sir.
No, right? Can you provide me your email address?
Yes, sir.
Is there anyone like she?
No sir.
Did any new joinees? Please hurry up, man. I'm running out of time because we only left 40 minutes.
Oh, sir.
Okay, can you please provide your email address?
Yep. A Harisha 97.
No, can you text in the chat?
Yes.
After the session, we'll provide you the client, but you please follow the session and create the same kind of data sets. This is the important data session. Previous assignments are just a general assignments, but this is the assignment without which you can proceed the further sessions. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Hope everyone able to see my screen. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Today our topic is API. Okay. API is the one which acts as a communicator between the page and your data source. Hope everyone got to understand what is API. Application Programming Interface, which acts like a communication bridge between your browser web page and the backend data sources, and which will do some business logic, whatever we implemented it. API is an abbreviation. I will share this document with you after the session. API is an abbreviation for Application Programming Interface, which is a collection of communication protocols and subroutines used by various programs to communicate between them. Okay. As I shown you in previous sessions, whatever you are viewing in a Gmail browser, your browser will go to the server and it will fetch the emails with the help of APIs. Hope everyone understand what is an API. Yes,
Sir,
no.
Sir, repeat, sir, and again, sir.
Okay. API means it's an application programming interface which acts like a bridge between your client and the server. Okay. It will take your client request, go to the server and get the required data, and it will give to the client so that the client will present the response.
Yes, sir.
Got it right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which has a collection of communication protocols and subroutines. Okay, generally we have in Zerocode, not only in Zerocode, generally we'll have 4 types of APIs. One is data listing API. Okay, which help you to send the request from the client and get the list of your entity, the data set rows. The list API used to get the list of your data set rows. Select API, which is used to select one particular row. Save and update API is used to save the data and they update the data. If you provide the unique ID of your data set row, the API will do the update. Otherwise, it will save the data into the database. Delete API is the one which is used to delete the data. Hope you understand the 4 types of APIs.
Yes.
Select one.
Select is the one to select one particular row. List and select are both are almost equal, but list will fetch bunch of data, bunch of rows. Select will fetch one single row. As whatever we thought in our previous sessions, JSONs, all the request and response of these APIs will be in JSONs. whatever the data you are requesting or saving with the help of these APIs will go and save in your data sets. Okay, all the keys of your JSONs of your APIs request must and should match with your database dataset columns. That is where Zerocode will automatically map your data with your data sets. Hope you understand. Now, can someone tell me what is a API?
Programming interface.
It's a communication bridge between client and the server.
Yes,
API.
API is
Will
the
act as
one.
a bridge. Yes.
Yes, which acts like as a bridge between your browser and the data sources.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why some mapping should be there, right? Otherwise, your automatic code won't work. The API don't know. If you give some name, it doesn't know in which data set, in which column it has to save the data, or which data set and which column it has to retrieve. Okay, but how many of you know about web services? If you are not programming guys, don't bother about this. If you are a programming guys, I think if you know, you can tell me, otherwise leave it. If anyone knows web services,
Yes,
And
sir.
what is a web service? Web service is nothing but an API. Okay, in web
Yes.
services generally we'll have HTTP calls. Those will perform read write operations to the server. Okay, the same standard we are following in Zerocode. For save and update, we are using post and patch as a method types. If it is save, we are using post as a method type. If it is only update, we'll use patch and method type. If it is select and list, we are using get as a method type. Don't bother much about this. Why? Because in Zerocode, this will be automatically selected. If there is any deviation, then only user has to change these method types. Just for your information, I explained about those. Okay, I will show you how to create these APIs. Okay, for that, first I need to create a client. No, sorry, the data sets. Okay. Okay, can someone tell me what is our first data set? Those who didn't complete the assignment, please follow me.
Doctor.
And those who completed, please guide me. What is our first data set? We'll
Doctor.
follow you on
Doctor, sir. Doctor.
doctor.
Yeah.
As I informed you earlier, your code doesn't contain any special characters other than underscore. And your code should always start with alphabet, and it may contains alphanumeric characters. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is our next field?
Text.
Text.
Yes.
But what is the label for it?
Name, sir.
Name, sir.
Same code naming convention we need to follow. As I thought earlier, name should not allow any special characters. Code should not allow any special characters. But in name, we can give any characters. And index, if it is a searchable field, you need to make it as an index so that your searches will be fast in your lists. Name. What is the next one?
Next,
Gender, sir.
gender, sir. Choose.
Gender. We are taking as choose field.
Choose. Yes.
These tasks and all a little bit program this project management related fields. We'll talk it later. Gender. Okay. And I already informed you, pick list are the predefined name value pairs which help you to pick the data instead of entering in a text field. Okay, you can create the new pick list from your user application. Why? Because those will be used in the end user application. The relation is one. Generally, we'll use the many for the hobbies, those kind of things. Generally, one person, one doctor may not have multiple genders. That's why I'm giving the relation as one. Next field, please.
Specialization, sir.
Text area, sir.
Yes.
Text area, sir.
This specialization you can have like anything. You can take as text as well. But for understanding, 1 minute. Hello, sorry. Specializations for our understanding to use multiple field types, we are using text area. But generally specializations won't be more than one line. Like specializations of the degrees the doctors have. Next.
Age, sir.
Age.
Okay. But generally, we won't take age as a number field. We need to take date of birth, and whenever we are displaying the age in the front end, we need to calculate the age with the current date and we need to display. But for demo purpose, we are taking age as a number. Do you know why? Guys, do you know why we need to take the
It is in numbers.
Characters
Age.
not allowed.
No. That is not the case. See, whenever you are saving or adding the doctor, you can add his age as 35 or 40. But after 1-2 years, system won't change the age it won't increase it, right? You need to manually go to that field and you need to update the doctor's age on year by year. That is very difficult. That's why people will capture the data of birth and they will calculate the age based on the current date. Got it? Current date year minus date of birth date year, you will get the date age. If you do that simple math, you don't need to update your data set entities age. Hope you understand why we need to take date of birth as or age as a date of birth field instead of age column. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you need to think whenever you are creating some field, you need to think whether that is the opt column or not. think in a broader vision. Okay. But for our demo purpose, we are taking number. And please give some descriptions if you are doing a real-time projects. This is a demo, that's why we are not giving any descriptions for the columns. If you give some descriptions, it will help you. Why? Because whenever you are doing a big project, it will help you to understand what is the purpose for creating the column. Okay. I think our doctor data set was completed. Let's create the next data set, which is patient. Here also have name field. What is the next field?
Age.
Numbers.
Age. Next.
Choose, sir. Gender.
Next.
Text areas.
Address.
Yes.
Okay. Did anyone observe in doctor's table we don't have the address?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why? Generally, you won't get the doctor address when you go to any hospital, right? But you need to give, as a patient, you need to give your address. Got it? That's
Yes,
why
sir.
we're not having the address field in the doctors.
Yes.
Okay, I think we completed the patient as well. Now we are creating the last one.
Appointment.
Appointment.
Appointment. Okay,
Yes.
here the appointment. Appointment ID. Generally, your appointment ID won't be of 10 characters, but because it's a sequence number with which is auto generated sequence number. What is your next field in appointment? Date. Generally, you can take date and time, or you can take date and a time as a different fields as well. Okay. Which one we can take? We can take
Date time.
okay. This is schedule. You can label like anything. You can give date time, or else you can give date and time. See, the first space, which is replaced with the underscore, special characters replaced with the underscore. In these cases, you need to remove those things and you need to keep like this. Okay. Then what is the other field? ID, date and time.
Date and time.
Doctor, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
choose, sir. Gender.
Relation, sir.
No, tell me the field name so that I will tell you which data type it is.
Doctor.
Gender.
No.
Relation.
Appointment won't have the gender, right?
Doctor, sir. Doctor.
Yes. Doctor is a relation field. See, your label is
Doctor.
doctor,
Doctor.
and which is
One to many, sir.
Many to one.
no, it's one to many itself, right? In appointment table, your thing is one to many. The target data set is
appointment.
Doctor. No, your current data set is appointment.
Sir. Doctor, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Appointments. Hope you understand this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For patient, we won't create from here. We'll go to the patient and we'll create from there. Now it's appointments. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Relation is many to one. It is
Doctor.
patient.
Yes, sir.
No, target is patient. Label is no. You are currently in patient. You need to select the appointment. Label is patient. Hope everyone understand the relations as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is how
sir.
we'll create the relations. See, here it came like this, and if you go to appointments, you can see the patient and doctor. Hope we completed the appointments data set as well. No,
Yes.
still one more column was missing. What was that?
Age,
Region, sir.
Region. What was the reason for booking the appointment? Correct?
Yes.
And if you want to delete the field, you can delete it. And generally, if you delete any field, it won't delete permanently. It will go as a temporary delete field. If you want to retain it back, you can click this and you can retain the field again. And if you want to delete the field permanently, first you need to delete, which will be do a soft delete. If you do a permanent delete, all the data will be lost from your data source. If you do this delete now, it will do a permanent delete. The column will be permanently delete from your database table. Hope you understand this.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we completed with our data sets. Here we created these as a two separate fields, but here we created like this. For you, I am deleting this. I am deleting permanently. I am creating this as a two different field systems so that everyone will be on the same page, so that it will be easy to you and me to guide you. Otherwise, you will have a little confusion and little deviation with your assignment and what are the data sets I created. Got it right? Okay. Did anyone observe this symbol?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. This symbol means generally you can upgrade your text field as a text area, but you can't downgrade your text area as a text field. Why? Because if you store any big data in a text area field, if you downgrade it, the extra data after your 255 characters or your the size specified by you will be lost. That's why we are not allowing those. This is a field upgradation. This will be only for number field. You can upgrade your number field to fraction field. You can upgrade your text field to text area fields. Hope you understand. You can downgrade your fraction field back to number, right? If you do that, your decimal points will be lost. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, hope everyone understand about. I think you know now. You know about JSON. Now you know about data sets. Now
Yes.
you know about how to create a data sets for simple application, and now you know how to create data sets. Now, as we thought the APIs, now we are going to APIs. These are the predefined APIs which are used for developing the end user applications with the default features. But what are the data set we created now? We need to create APIs for those fields. In today's morning session, I will create all the 4 APIs for only one data set, and I will show you how to create the things. But in the afternoon session or in the evening session, I will show to create a page for this, but that is very simple information. Regarding your page, you may know in detail in coming sessions.
Yes, sir.
For creating an API, first you need to select which data set it is. Otherwise, the API don't know where to store or from where to fetch the information. Hope you are getting right.
Yes, sir.
You are instructing, you are giving the instructions to your API. The given API should get that or to save the data to the selected data set. Okay. First, I am creating data set for API for doctor. Okay. These are the 4 types of APIs. Okay. Now I am preparing the list API. The method type is for list is get. Okay. Okay. Doctors list API. I given the name as doctors list API. Okay, I am marking it as specific. I will tell you what is the specific and all in later sessions. And in your coming sessions, you will get to know about what is this access based and what is this public access and all. Okay. Now I am saving this API. But all the information, whatever I am saying now, was there in your document. See, I'll show you the list API. But anyway, you'll get the recording, right? Okay. Okay, now coming to the field selection. See, these are the fields we created in the data set creation. And currently, you created a list by, this is the endpoint URL. This is the endpoint API URL with which your browser uses this API, and it will come in, it will fetch the data from the server. See, this API URL will have a standard pattern. You will have up to this is the base URL. After that, this will be the client code, whatever you have provided. And after that, there is a key, API key was there. And this is the data set. And this is the type of the API, and this is the name of the API, whatever you have given. And now you need to select the fields. Sometimes, for example, if you have 20-30 fields in your data set, you don't want all the fields whenever you are listing the data. You need to select only a few fields. Now I am selecting doctor's name, gender, specialization, and the age. See, these are the 4 fields I selected and I'm saving. Now your select API is ready. No, now your list API is ready. And list API have other features like conditions. For example, if your doctor belongs to multiple hospitals, and if you are giving appointment for a particular hospitals, then you need to give where condition. That where condition can be supplied from the request or from the session. If you have a hospital, you can place that hospital in the where condition, so that the doctors list you will get the data of that particular hospital. Hope you got what is conditions now. But in your whenever you are doing a real project, you will know more information about these conditions and all, and you will know most real-time use cases about these conditions. But for simplicity, I think hope you understand what is the conditions and how can we use it.
Sir, can you repeat again, sir, condition?
No, for example, today we have doctors, right? Today we don't have any restrictions. The doctor belongs to which hospital. But if you have a doctor and this doctor will be served for multiple hospitals, and whenever you're giving an appointment, you can select appointment for which hospital like that, right? Which means that you need to list the doctors belonging to the selected hospital itself. At that time, from the request, you will get the hospital ID and you will make a condition. The listing doctors should belongs to the given hospital itself. Guys, understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And request mapping, aggregations, messages, others. Request mapping is a little different concepts. Why? Because if you expose your APIs to any third-party applications, you don't know whether they will send exact your column names. In those cases, for example, instead of name, they send as a first name. You will map the first name with your dataset column name. In those cases, you will use request mappings. But if you are using Zerocode, all this will be automatically mapped. That's why you don't want to create any request mappings. These are designed for some advanced and special purposes. If you are creating a simple API, means you just need to select whatever the fields required. And these are the additional fields. These are for auditing purpose. If you want to display when the doctor was created, you need to select this field. Otherwise, no need. Only required field should be selected in the API field selection. If you just save it, that's it. Your API was ready. Now we'll create the other API. Save update. Method type is post. If you are using for save and update, you need to use method type as post. If your API is only for update, you need to use put. And I'm marking this as a specific. Here as well, I'm selecting name, gender, specialization, and age. So this simple of your API creation. Now I'm creating select API. As I said, select and list APIs mostly matches. Let me the advanced tabs in every type will differ for every type of API. See, you have validation here, but you may not have this validation in list API. And you have conditions in list API, and you may not have conditions in save update API. Why? Because while saving, you don't need to have any conditions. Why? Because the conditions are for data fetching. By applying which conditions you need to fetch the data, that is for conditions. But while saving, you will validate whether the data is correct or not, and you will save it. You won't have any conditions at save. But the same advanced fields will have for list and select. In doctor select as well, I am selecting the same fields. Now our last API, which is delete. Okay. But in delete, there won't be any okay, in delete, there won't be any field selection. Why? Because you are not selecting any fields, you are just deleting the selected records. But in every API, you can find this message section where you can give whatever the success message you required. Generally, if you save the data, will give successfully saved as a message. If you update the data, will give successfully updated as a message. If you want to change that method, the message you can provide it here, like doctor saved successfully or doctor updated successfully. If you want to change those messages, you can change it here. Hope everyone understand how to create APIs and all, right? Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, I think hope everyone know how to create data sets and how to create simple APIs.
Yes,
Got it?
sir.
Okay, now I'm open for questions. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. After the questions, question and answers, we'll go for the assignment part. Don't scare. You won't have much a big assignment for today. Whatever I did now, you need to create those APIs. That is the assignment. I'll explain you after your question and answers. If you don't have any questions, we'll go for that assignment.
Sir, what is your assignment, sir?
I will explain after your question and answers.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So we need to save our, API's URL.
APIs?
So while we create an API, we get here URL, right?
Yes.
So we need to save in we need to save in the URL in Notepad or
No.
display directly.
So you can go to that API builder anytime. It will display the API URL.
Okay, sir.
And as I said, this is the metadata we are capturing for your API. See, data set is the doctor. These are the fields you selected. And you don't have any validations. And hope you understand, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is what your drag and drops internally will, your drag and drops internally which will convert into a JSON instructions, and those JSON instructions we are passing through our Zerocode engines, and we are executing your instructions.
Sir, how to remove data sets, sir?
Dataset removal is also same. See, I'm creating a test dataset with the name test field in it. See, please delete the dataset fields, which means that first you need to delete all the fields inside it. See, first time, which is soft deleted. Next time, hot deleted. Hope you got it. And
Yes.
you don't have the delete button for the preloaded data sets. Why? Because those are fixed tables. And you can have okay, I think this is not working. Okay. Only created these three data sets. And in APIs as well, only created these 4 APIs. And you are able to see the log symbol before your API, right? If
Yes,
multiple people are working on the same project, but for now you are the only one who is working on the project, because every individual we created a client. If multiple people are working, this log will make sure no other guy changed your application without notifying you. Once your work is done, you can unlock it, and so that they can work on it. If no doubts, we'll go to assignments part. Shall I go?
I have one doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, suppose if we have unintentionally deleted a data set, like hard delete. So is
If
there
you hard
any
delete it,
or something like that?
no. If you done any hard delete, the data can be unrecoverable. You can't revert it back.
Okay. Another thing that it is important to index everything. Like we have to check the indexing point for name or age.
Yes, indexing is more important. For the searchable fields, you need to provide an index. Like in dataset, doctor will search the doctor using name, right? And we may search the doctor. That's why name should be indexed. But you can create the index at any time. But if your application is growing big and your datasets are more, it is very difficult if you have more datasets for creating indexes. Why? Because you need to visit every dataset and you need to go to every field and you need to analyze whether it is indexable field or not. That's why it is easy. Whenever you are creating a field, you please think once or twice. If there are any searches are possible in that field, please create an index.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to your assignment part. I think hope everyone have these data sets, right? So please create an API for patient.
Okay.
As well as doctor.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
because just now you have seen how to create API for doctor, right? Please create API for doctor and patient.
Okay, sir.
Don't create for appointment. Appointment we'll see in the UV.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you
Okay.
repeat again, sir? What is the assignment, sir?
You need to create APIs for doctor and patient.
Okay, sir. How to share, sir?
Please save in your client
Okay, sir.
so that it will help you in your further. Hope everyone understand why, because this is a chain kind of sessions. Without having knowledge of JSON, you don't know what is data set and how we are storing these instructions. Without knowing what is a data set, you can create data set. Without you don't know without knowing JSON, you can create data set. Without data set, you can create APIs. Without APIs, you can create pages, and you may not understand the pages concept. Without knowing pages and APIs, you don't know about access and all. It's like interrelated sessions. That's why please don't miss any of your sessions. And if you have any doubts, please clarify in that session itself. Otherwise, you may confused in your future sessions. And hope everyone understand your assignment. Anyway, Priyanka, I will share your assignment and the document with Priyanka so that she will shoot a mail to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall I end the session?
Sir,
Yes, please.
how to share the file to Priyanka, ma'am?
Which file here?
Your assignment, sir.
No,
Today.
you need to store the APIs in your client.
Okay.
You provided with a client, right?
Okay.
You need to create these APIs in your client. The same APIs will be using in your future sessions.
Okay.
If you did create it means you can't understand. That is the catch.
Okay, sir.
You don't need to submit.
Okay.
If you are not submitting, if you are not creating means you can't understand your future classes. Why? Because your future classes are depends upon your current assignment. Okay, let's wind up the session. Priyanka, can you please share the new joinee email address with me so that I'll create a client?
Yeah, sure. Like I'll be sending.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Have a
you,
nice
sir.
evening.